Morning guys, Stuart from Straight Back Physio Cheltenham, specialist physio clinic for people who want to fast track their rehab. Now look, I wanted to speak to you just quickly with that sun blasting on my face. It's Monday, it's not even 9:30, and I just wanted to give you a quick reminder about how best to look after an acute back pain, because I've literally just seen someone who this morning has put their back out and is, you know, understandably in a bit of discomfort. But I wanted to remind you, that back that has just been put out by bending forwards and lifting up that 5-litre container out of the cupboard is a back that is now really quite sore. It's no different from spraining an ankle. If you turn an ankle, it gets big, it gets swollen, it gets really painful because of that. And it's the same thing that kind of happens in a back. The back has just been put out, for want of a better term, and it's gone into a lot of muscle spasm. You can see that down the muscles of this lady's back. And, you know, she's sore because it's hard to move and it's uncomfortable and the back doesn't want to move. But the best piece of advice that I was able to offer her today was, look, you know, this isn't anything serious. She's not describing to me things that make me go, oh my God, we need to get you to A&E, you know, and it's very rare that that is the case with a back problem. But she's not able to move a lot at the moment, and the back just needs a chance to settle down. And it's no different to that really sprained ankle that we talked about, a swollen one. You're not going to go and walk 26 miles on that because it'd be really uncomfortable. And this back, it doesn't want to be lifting up more weights. It doesn't want to be, you know, scrummaging. It doesn't want to be running in the fields. It wants a little bit of relaxation, and it needs a chance to calm down. So my best advice to her was to explain that it's probably nothing serious at all, and it's likely to be related to joints and muscles. And that probably the best thing she could be doing is to be using some simple painkillers, perhaps the kind of things that she might use if she had a headache, and to be using some relative rest. By that I mean it's not taking to the bed and doing nothing, but it's equally, it's not doing 101 different stretches in a day. The back needs a chance to calm down. It wants the balance between a bit of movement and just some gentle rest and stretching. Okay, and the third thing I suggested to her was the use of some cryotherapy. So sometimes with that acutely swollen ankle, we'd use an ice pack on it to draw the heat out. So you may well be doing the same on that back. Equally though, I appreciate there's a lot of muscle spasm, and some people don't want to be putting ice on acute muscle spasm. So you might actually use a combination of heat for 5 minutes and then ice for 5 minutes. Okay, so an acutely sprained back is not so dissimilar from an acutely sprained ankle. Okay, it needs a bit of TLC. It wants to be looked after for a few days before you can then re-engage with stretching and with, you know, some heavy exercise. All right, it needs to calm down. So a bit of relative rest, some simple painkillers, and combination of cryotherapy, some heat and perhaps some ice. Okay, and things will get better. It might take some time, but that was the best bit of advice I could offer her this morning for this acute back. And, you know, just to say to her, it might take a few weeks to get better in the longer term. So we'll catch up with her later and see how she's doing. But there we go, how best to look after your simple low back pain that has perhaps just happened like that. All right, have a good day, have a good week. See you guys.